Mastering Buyer Objections. 30. Real estate scripts that close deals. Over 30 years ago, when I was a top listing agent with RE/MAX Estate Services in Upland, California, I attended a seminar led by a man named Rodger Butcher. One moment from that day has stayed with me ever since. Rodger stood before the audience and said, "Ladies and gentlemen, a salesperson who consistently earns $100,000 a year almost always knows exactly what to say to a buyer or a seller." He then shared several examples to drive his point home. From that day forward, I made it my mission to always know what to say no matter the situation, whether I was speaking with a buyer or a seller. Listen to these examples. Study them. Make them your own. I also want to share another powerful resource with you, one of my favorite books, written by Jordan Kohan. Jordan closed over $100 million in sales in a single year and still does it. He strongly emphasizes the importance of mastering objections and consistently role-playing to stay sharp. And if you're not currently booking many appointments with buyers or sellers, I highly recommend checking out leadcruncher.com to help you generate more opportunities. Buyer objection response: we love it, but it's a little over budget. Let's see if the seller is flexible or if we can structure a creative financing solution to close that gap without stretching you. We want the seller to fix everything first. Totally fair to want move-in ready, but if they won't budge, we can negotiate a credit so you control repairs your way on your terms. We're worried we're overpaying. Let's pull comps and layer in current demand. I'll help you make a data-driven decision, not an emotional one, so you feel confident at every step. There's another offer, and we don't want to get into a bidding war. That's smart. I can explore terms that make your offer stand out without escalating price. Think flexibility, timing, or limited contingencies. We think we should wait for a better deal. Sometimes that works. Other times, the right home slips away. Want to compare what you're seeing now versus historical trends in similar windows. We don't want to waive the inspection. You never should if you're uncomfortable. Instead, we can keep the inspection informational and still stay competitive in the seller's eyes. We're worried about hidden issues with the home. Let's bring in a licensed inspector and review disclosures. And if needed, we can ask for a warranty to protect you after closing. The monthly payment is more than expected. Let's revisit your financing options. Even small tweaks in down payment or rate can make a big difference monthly without sacrificing location. We want to include furniture or appliances, but not sure how. That can be negotiated. I'll write it in cleanly so there's no confusion, and we'll make it clear what's part of the sale. It needs too much work. Let's run numbers on the renovations, then compare it to fully updated homes. Sometimes a fixer still nets better value, especially long-term. We don't think it will appraise. Fair concern. If you love it and want to proceed, we can build in a gap strategy or revisit the offer structure to protect you either way. Our lender isn't moving fast enough. That's frustrating. I work with top-tier lenders who can expedite underwriting. If you want a backup, just in case, I've got you covered. We're nervous about the neighborhood. Let's dig into local stats: crime, schools, future development. I can help you see what's changing and what's consistent over time. The seller seems difficult to work with. That's what I'm here for. Let me act as the buffer and handle the negotiation calmly so your experience stays professional and smooth. We're not sure the HOA is a good fit. Let's request the HOA docs early and review fees, restrictions, and reserves. You should know exactly what you're buying into before committing. We heard the home had a prior deal fall through. Great question to ask. I'll dig into why, whether it was inspection, financing, or buyer cold feet, so you're not walking into a trap. We don't want to pay closing costs. Let's negotiate a seller credit or adjust your offer to compensate. There's always a way to structure it creatively if we get in front of it. We're afraid of buyer's remorse. A real concern. My job is to slow things down where needed, over-communicate expectations, and make sure it's not just a good house but the right one for you. We're waiting for a specific model or builder. Totally fine. I'll monitor that exact model and give you alerts the second one hits. No wasted time, just precision. We've seen too many homes and feel overwhelmed. That's common in fast markets. Let's pause, realign with your must-haves, and filter smartly so your next showing feels purposeful, not chaotic. It smells weird inside. That's often temporary old HVAC, pet odors, or closed-up homes can cause it. Let's ask for a deep clean or allowance so it shows its true potential. The layout feels strange. Fair, it may not be traditional. But if the bones are solid, minor layout tweaks can open flow. Let's map low-cost changes that could make it feel just right. We're worried about break-ins or crime. Let's pull local reports, crime maps, and speak with neighbors. Most areas evolve, and I want you to feel safe, not just sold. We didn't like the seller's vibe. That happens. Let me act as your shield. We're not buying personalities, just property. I'll keep communication professional and keep emotion out of it. The neighbors seem messy, loud, weird. Quality of life matters. Want me to help you vet HOA rules, community Facebook groups, or even local complaint records before we move ahead? We don't want to live near a cemetery, school, or freeway. Totally valid. Let's realign our search filters so we're only seeing properties that truly fit your environmental preferences. There are too many personal items left inside. That's easy to fix. We can negotiate. Removal before closing or ask for a cleaning credit if you'd rather handle it post-sale. We can envision the potential. I hear that. Let me mock up a simple virtual before-after or connect you with a stager to help you see what's possible, not just what's present. We're nervous about mold or asbestos. No risks should be ignored. Let's add a specialist inspection and ensure transparency before any decisions are made. We feel overwhelmed. It's a big decision. It really is, and it's okay to step back, take a breath, and regroup. I'll support your pace, not pressure a purchase. You've got a partner here. Buyer objection strategic response. Our parents think we're paying too much. Let's invite them into the process. I'll walk them through the comps and explain our strategy. Sometimes a clear breakdown calms outside concerns. We're getting second thoughts after signing. It's normal. This is a major step. Let's revisit your goals and what made this property feel right in the first place. If it's still aligned, we'll move forward confidently. One of us isn't on board anymore. That's big. Let's pause and talk it out together. I've helped buyers recenter their priorities or pivot when needed. No judgment, just guidance. The seller is taking too long to respond, and we're losing interest. Frustrating, I know. I'll push for a response and prep a backup plan in case this one goes cold. You deserve momentum, not silence. We just saw another home we like more. Totally understandable. Let's compare apples to apples and weigh value, fit, and terms. Then we'll decide together which is the smarter move. We found something wrong after we submitted the offer. Thanks for flagging that. Let's loop in the inspector, revisit disclosures, and decide if we renegotiate, repair, or withdraw. Your comfort comes first. We need more time to think. No problem. Let's review contingency deadlines so you understand your window, and I'll hold space for clarity, not pressure. We're not sure about our financing anymore. Let's get your lender on the phone today to re-review terms. If it's not a fit anymore, I can help secure alternatives fast. It's just happening too fast. Totally valid. We can slow the timeline if needed, request extensions, or pause until you feel grounded in the decision. We want to back out, but we're scared to lose our deposit. Let's review contingencies and timelines immediately. If there's a way to exit cleanly, I'll guide you through it with minimal stress. The appraisal came in low and we're panicking. Let's breathe and look at next steps: renegotiation, appraisal dispute, or gap coverage. You've got options and we'll walk through each calmly. We don't want to move forward until we see how the market performs in the next 60 days.
Got it.
We can request a longer escrow, lock in the deal, or monitor similar listings in the meantime. I'll give you hard data, not just guesses. We're suddenly unsure this is the right neighborhood for us. Then let's pause and do a deeper dive. Talk to neighbors, visit at different times, or stay overnight locally if possible. This is your life, not just your house. Our job situation just changed. That's huge. If financing is now impacted, I'll loop in your lender and help you evaluate whether it's a pause or pivot moment. I've got you either way. We feel like we're being rushed by the seller. You deserve space to decide. Let me absorb the pressure and hold the line for you. I'll make sure you're respected and unhurried. We thought we were ready, but maybe we're not. That realization is powerful. I'll support your pause, your pivot, or your decision to proceed, whichever matches your timeline and goals. We saw negative reviews about the builder or past owner. Let's investigate thoroughly. I'll pull disclosures, permits, and online history so you can separate noise from facts. A friend told us we should have offered less. Friends mean well, but they're not in the deal with us. I'll show you how the terms stack up so you feel proud of the decision, not second-guessing it. We can't agree on the final walkthrough findings. Let's document everything clearly and approach the seller professionally. Repairs, credits, or a delayed close are all on the table. We're worried this just isn't the right time. Then we trust that instinct. If you need to cancel, regroup, or change course entirely, I'll make that transition smooth and drama-free. About Maury Abel. Maury Abel is a marketing and real estate entrepreneur with over 30 years of industry experience. Having bought, fixed, and sold hundreds of properties, Maury has dedicated his career to helping investors, wholesalers, and real estate professionals streamline their workflow and maximize opportunities in probate real estate. Advertisement. As the founder and CEO of ProbateLeads.com, Maury provides researched probate case filings across 500-plus counties, helping professionals access the most valuable probate leads with ease. He also leads SuccessorsData.com, offering nationwide inheritance real estate data in 42,000 zip codes, empowering realtors and investors with accurate lead generation solutions. Maury is also the founder of LeadCruncher.com, specializing in probate, pre-probate, inheritance leads, successors data, pre-foreclosure, and county tax assessor data. For those who prefer to follow up their letters with a phone call, Maury recommends IQDial.com, the most cost-effective and simple dialer with unlimited calls to the US and Canada. Call Maury today at 909-315-5330 to explore smarter probate marketing strategies.